How's everyone doing? Welcome to the final episode of After the After Hours with your boy TraderPrad. The final day of this week is tomorrow going to be a free fall Friday. Now get ready for tomorrow. Powell going on the microphone. Powell going on the microphone again. Get ready for tomorrow. So I do have a watch list ready, but if you guys are ready, hit that like and subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys for all the support. Started. Why don't we dive into the full screen and hit that like and subscribe. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to another episode of After the After Hours with your boy TraderPrad. And boy, oh boy, shall we ring the drums, ring the bell, play the drums over here, because we did it, ladies and gentlemen. That light's way too damn bright, so let's fix that real quick. Alexa, set nano leaf to 50%. He didn't listen to me. Alexa, set nano leaf to 50%. Thank you. That light was way too damn bright, but boy, oh boy, did we do it. Diner over here saying, get your OnlyFans ready, because I promised my Discord members that if we actually end up hitting 1,000 subscribers, I would give out my OnlyFans content for 1 month free, which is my feet pic. So if you guys are interested, go join our Discord and you will get the link in there. No, it's just a joke. All jokes aside, no OnlyFans feet pic content's coming out from me anytime soon. I didn't say no, I said not anytime soon, so maybe in the future. But thank you so much for all that that we have done so far. I mean, you guys are insane. Every single time you guys show up, you guys spend some time with your boy TraderPrad, make me feel like I'm not alone over here talking to myself. We have some fun talking about the markets, and so far we have 1,000 of you hitting that subscribe button, so we finally did it. A big milestone has been cracked. Now the next milestone, 1 million, and then after that 10 million. So the journey has just begun, ladies and gentlemen. The journey has just begun, our YouTube journey, that is. And I have no one else but you guys to thank for it. Now I know all YouTubers, all live streamers do this nonsense where they're like, I could not have done it without you. But really, if you didn't hit that sub button, if you didn't come out and watch me every single day for the last 10 months or so, even longer than that in the Trader TV live era, if you didn't come out every single day, this would have never actually happened, right? So thank you to those 1,000 subscribers out there, with Mean Boy Coins being the latest subscriber, the 1,000th. Is that how you say it? The 1,000th subscribing into play. Thank you so much, everyone. I mean, it's been an awesome journey so far, and I can't wait to do everything that I'm doing now and do way more than that. So stay along with me. The journey's just getting started, as I mentioned. Talking about the journey in terms of YouTube, I mean, this journey started with the main journey, which is the stock market. That journey has been amazing. This whole year has been a little bit of revamping my trading journey, learning the right ways to trade with my managers and so on. And I feel like I've kind of broken that barrier a little bit. Now it's time to refine my setups, cut out the shitty setups, maximize the good setups, learn how to take more size on the good trades and so on. So I feel like still a lot of work to do, but we're just getting at the start of a whole new beginning, and I can't wait to see what the rest of this year holds. Sadly, first quarter Q1 is coming to an end. Q1 comes to an end tomorrow, Friday being a Good Friday. Happy Good Friday, happy Easter Monday to everyone who celebrates. But sadly, Monday is not a day off, so I'll get to wish you Easter Monday on Monday itself. But Friday being the day off, Friday being the last day of March on the calendar, but Thursday being the last day of March on the stock market, tomorrow might bring in some extra fun on the market. Usually the end of the quarter, the end of the month with options expiring and so on, there's some extra volatility expected from the market always. So looking to see how that extra volatility tomorrow comes into play. Do we get some setups to the long side? Do we get setups to the short side? Or do we get what the market did today, which is it dropped down off the open? It looked like we were going to start some sort of a crazy move down, then it just flopped like a flesh to the sideways, didn't really do anything, traded sideways, and then later on ripped to the upside. So the market had a little bit of a wild move overall to start off the day and to end off the day with, but in the middle of the day didn't really do much. We don't want to see that tomorrow. We want to see the market at least do something and continue doing that something for the rest of the day. Get a trend, catch a trend, and be on that trend. So can't wait to see how the options expiry for the end of the quarter, for the end of the month come into play tomorrow, and what type of setups can we find, and what kind of setups can we smash, right? Talking about smashing, hit that like, I should have said smash. Talking about smashing, smash that like, smash that subscribe button, and thank you to all 1,000 beautiful souls out there so far. I see about 6 of you in the chat over here. TH, Dieter, Victoria, Mean Boy Coins. You guys have been awesome. Thank you for all the help. Coming to the screen over here, so why don't we get started? Let's transition over to the big screen. Transitioning over to the big screen, the first thing you see in your face is 1,001 subscribers. So yay, we got another new subscriber apparently. It hasn't updated yet on my screen, but thank you, whoever that new subscriber is. Keeping that count strong, I like it. But we're gonna get to show you what what tomorrow's watch list looks like. Tomorrow's watch list starts off with a couple of the earnings names in the pre-market and today after hours. The after hour ones are both Rumble and RH. Tomorrow pre-market we have CXM. Actually, CXM is also after hours. So we're gonna take a look at these 3 stocks, see how they moved around, and see if we can find some trading opportunities on them. We'll set up for WBA. WBA in a nice little consolidation from last week. Maybe we can take the breakout off that if the earnings report ends up being good or bad, either direction. We'll talk about that a little bit more. GME, CCL both reported earnings today, and they kind of moved around. We talked about GME. That was actually last night after hours. CCL was today pre-market. We talked about GME quite a bit, and GME ended up doing exactly what I wanted to see it do. Held that $13 area. We got a nice little long off that on intraday. Maybe more opportunities setting up on these 2 stocks. We'll dive deeper into those. Reddit and DJT, the most volatile stocks on the market right now. And if you're a day trader, volatility is your best friend. My manager today actually was saying out, like, you know, these are the stocks that have volatility, and you should probably keep an eye out on it. And me, as a joke, under my breath, you know, said that little phrase from what is it, from Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. I said with great volatility comes great stress, and I was hoping my manager didn't hear me say that under my breath, but he heard me say that. He was like, did you say volatility means great stress? And I was like, I was just joking. He kind of ripped into me after I said that. He was like, dude, are you stupid? You know, volatility brings you opportunities, and you want to be in those opportunities. It's much better to you know, make $500 in a minute than it is to grind out $500 throughout the day on a boomer stock, which is what I usually do. So that was a little bit of a joke over there. I had some fun with my boss, but you know, with great volatility comes great opportunity, also comes great stress. So you got to be very timed with your entries, got to be very careful. If you're monkeying around on the trades, you got to be ready to punch out of your positions. Is my YouTube lagging, chat? Let me know if my YouTube is lagging, because I feel like I have some alerts over here that you guys are experiencing buffering issues. So if you guys are buffering issues, please let me know so I am cutting out. Hey, okay, so we're gonna stop our Twitch stream, and hopefully you guys will start seeing enough information from there. Yeah, look at that. All of a sudden, not our Twitch, or our Twitter stream. I cut out the Twitter stream and all of a sudden we're not lagging anymore. So hopefully that fixes it. It looks like I can't dual stream for some reason. That is a big... That sucks. That sucks that I can't dual stream. It's possibly something to do with my settings within itself. So I'll figure those settings out over the weekend and kind of do some test streams and see if they're lagging or not. But now it should be good. If it does lag again, please do let me know. New sub here. Good evening, guys. You're cutting out. Yeah, I read that already. It's buffering a bit. I read that already. But hopefully it doesn't buffer anymore. Astro Nerd. I like that. Astro Nerd. Talking about our watch list once again, let's go back to the watch list. Reddit and DJT always on the watch list. Last week's earnings reports such as Nike, Lulu, FedEx, and Micron, also something to keep an eye out for those. It looks like I'm still buffering on my end over here. I don't like that. Don't like that. However, coming back to the watch list, we got last week's earnings reports, all of which were at pretty good levels, but sadly they walked away from their levels that we were interested in, and no trades really set up. Nike set up for a good trade today. I got a good short off of Nike, but later on it pulled right back from those lows and went back to a new high, so that was a little bit sad on NKE, but still some opportunities there. And then we always got the cryptocurrency basket, the semiconductor basket, and the Magnificent 7, along with the large cap, small cap ETFs on watch. So that's going to be our primary focus for tomorrow, to see if we can find some trading opportunities on some of these stocks over here that we just laid out. But keep in mind, tomorrow, the last day of the week, of the month. It's a short week. A lot of people most likely already on path of their vacations and so on. Stop buffering, dude. Man, that sucks. Why am I buffering? That's not fun at all. Apologize for those buffering, chat. But expecting the market to not really do too much because of the whole short week, but because of the options expiry, I'm ready for anything. That's your job as a day trader. Your job as a day trader is to be ready for anything that can happen. And if that is if anything is happening, you got to be ready to pull out your tools from your tool set, see which tool you need to apply at what time, and how can you scope out that magical sweet trade on that position at that moment. So always ready, always locked and loaded. But if it's a risk off type of day, then it's a risk off type of day. Not going to force anything on the day tomorrow. Starting off our watch list at the top of the board, if you guys remember seeing it, it was Rumble. Rumble reporting earnings today after hours, along with RH. RH was Restoration Hardware. Now they just want to be called RH, so shout out to them. And CXM, Sprinkler. We're going to take a look at those three stocks that reported after hours today. Tomorrow pre-market, we got Walgreens. We also got Hut 8, which is a cryptocurrency mining company for those of you interested, along with a bunch of other stocks here, none of which really interest me at all. Walgreens, I sometimes on earnings days they do set up for a good trade, hence I put them on my watch list. But if it wasn't for my previous experience on Walgreens, I probably would not even have put it on my watch list. But starting with the stocks over here that did report after hours, let's go to Rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Shout out to Michael Buffer, one of the legendary, not the most legendary, because the most legendary commentator for me, not commentator, but fighter announcer for me is going to be Michael Buffer from UFC, who's his brother. You know, I just wasn't into boxing that much as I'm into UFC, so Michael Buffer is my guy. But let's get ready to rumble. That's did I say Michael Buffer? No, Michael Buffer is the guy who says let's get ready to rumble. Who's the other? Bruce Buff. Bruce Buffer is my guy from UFC. That's the dude. It's time! And he put so much energy, so much passion into it. You should see him warming up. Bruce Buffer warming up for... Just type in warming up. Buddy has some insane warm-up routines just for commenting or announcing. It's because he does all those crazy jumps and like you know, all that crazy stuff. And because of his age, he doesn't want to blow his hip out, he doesn't want to blow his back out, so he does all those crazy stretches, gets himself ready, gets himself in the mode, in the moment, and psychs himself up for it. I mean, he has an awesome prep mentality, just going into it, that I've never seen Michael Buffer do it. So shout out to your boy Bruce Buffer. But today we're gonna use Michael Buffer as our thumbnail. Wow, what we what? Think with Bookmap with 5 gifted. Thank you, Think with Bookmap. You're awesome. Much appreciated, brother. We got Conrad, Sky Fairy, T. Charles, and Hassan, all who got gifted some nice subscriptions, some nice memberships from Think with Bookmap. Shout out to Think with Bookmap, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Think with Bookmap. I'm pretty sure all of you are excited to get the party started. We have now 101 live subscribers. That's awesome. I honestly, I didn't believe that we would get here this quick. You guys are awesome. You guys are all awesome. Shout out to all of you. Not me, all of you. All right, let's get the ball rolling, starting with Rumble. We're going to take a look at Rumble's earnings report using our friends over at Benzinga. If you want to use this awesome software, awesome news tool that I use every single day while I'm actually trading, if I ever need to find the news on the fly, I check out my Benzinga Pro app, and bang, right off the bat, if a stock is moving, I need to know why. Benzinga lets me know why. And it's going to let us know why Rumble is moving today after hours. Rumble reported fourth quarter financial results after the market closed on Wednesday. Rumble Q4 report. Rumble reported Q4, blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. 20.39 million, up 2% year over year. The total miss consensus of 28.1 million. That's quite a bit of a miss over there. $8 million of a miss on the revenue side. The company reported a loss of 14 cents per share in the fourth quarter, which beats street consensus estimates of 22 cents per share of loss. Okay, yeah, so they lost less than estimated. The company had 67 million average active users in the fourth quarter, up 16% quarter over quarter. Of the 67 million, 48 million are from the United States and Canada. In the fourth quarter, the average minutes watched per month were 10.5 billion, down from 10.7 billion minutes in third quarter. I actually want to take a quick look at this is for all of 2024 so far. They're already at 2.56 million. Wait, concurrent viewers. This is talking about how much are they talking about average minutes watched? $93 billion minutes watched per minute on average in 2020. What the hell is that number? Holy moly. So compare 93 to 10 billion on that side, but this is 10 billion, or sorry, 93 billion for the whole year. So just do 93 divided by 4, 93 by 4. What the hell? 93 divided by 4. That's about 23 billion average minutes watched per year, per quarter in 2020. I guess we can do 2023 for a more updated number. 1286 divided by 4, about 321 billion minutes watched. Sheesh. About 300 billion. Is that a real number? No, 300 million. Yeah, that makes more sense. Not 300 billion. I think that's more 300 million. No, it's got to be 300 billion. That's fucking insane, dude. Going from 93 billion to 300 to 23 billion in 2020 to 300 billion average minutes per quarter in 2023. I guess it makes sense because Twitch got all that, like, hot tub streams and basically softcore something graphy that's going on Twitch every single day. So hyped up all those, juiced up all those numbers over there. Shout out to Amaranth and all that other channels going on. Makes sense actually a little bit now. But Rumble, it's a little bit bad, I guess, seeing that their numbers are dropping for average minutes watched. You want eyes on the streams. You want eyes on their website. That's the way they make money. They make money by showing advertisements to viewers. If you go on Twitch, they just blast you with advertisements. It's so annoying up there. So you don't even want to be on Twitch anymore. I barely go on Twitch anymore, and I never stream on Twitch anyways. I used to, not anymore, because my viewers find it so goddamn annoying. But for all the ads. But Rumble over here, if their viewers are not watching as much as they used to, their eyes are not as peeled as they used to be on their platform, it's a little bit of a question mark. That alert better have played. I'm gonna freak out. That alert have better played. I'm gonna freak out. Please, don't screw me over here, alert. I'm gonna cry, dude. I worked on this alert so hard. Anyways, I didn't hear anything. That's why I'm upset. I don't even see it over here. Your shit's broken again? Oh, I thought it would work. And my stream keeps buffering. It's so annoying too. Not sure what's going on with my Twitch over here. You know what? I might need to update my OBS. That might be why, because I keep hitting remind me later. I keep hitting remind me later on my OBS update. That's probably why. Alright, we gotta do some work tonight on the OBS side. But let's get back to Rumble. Rumble obviously losing some eyes, but overall most things are up. The hours of uploaded videos were up 21% year over year. The fourth quarter year over year, fourth quarter, and down from the third quarter. Oh, that's not good. The company said the figure was impacted by a decision by YouTube to disable tools that allowed automatic syncing of YouTube and Rumble channels. The company said fourth Republican presidential primary debate notched over 950 views with Rumble as the exclusive live partner. For the fiscal year revenue, 81 million, up 106 year over year. The company ended fourth quarter with $209 million in cash. As planned, 2023, a year of product focus for Rumble as we concentrated on execution, prioritizing our infrastructure and product. Today, Rumble has 4 top-of-the-line products: our video platform, the Rumble Advertising Center, our unique Rumble Studio, and our biggest accomplishments to date, the Rumble Cloud. What's next for Rumble? The company highlighted several new monetization features, which include pre-roll video advertising and tipping functionalities. The company also said its channels affiliated with candidates running for office can receive tips as federal campaign contributions. Rumble highlighted a partnership signed with Barstool Sports in January that includes cloud services and a mutual... Stop freaking lagging. This is annoying me. All I see is a buffering circle at the top of my screen and it's pissing me off. Okay, Rumble Cloud launched in March as an infrastructure as a service solution that will
Prad
be
is a rich
new
dude
revenue.
that shits when the poor slightly smiling face.
But I didn't hear it though. I didn't hear it. It did play, but I didn't hear it. Aww. At least you guys heard it. Alright, now I get to talk about your thing. Why didn't I hear it this time? I heard it through my headphones, but you guys heard it. There we go. Prad is a rich dude. That shit wants the poor. Prad is a rich dude that shit wants the poor. Prad is a rich dude that shits won the poor. Prad is a rich dude that shits won the poor. Am I the one who's failing to read the sentence? Oh, is it supposed to be on the poor? Gotcha. Maybe next time when you're dissing me, Ani, learn to not mess up your diss, buddy. Fail. L on your forehead. L for Ani. L for Ani. Put L's in the chat for Ani, chat. Come on, put L's in the chat for Ani. Big L over there, man. Holy. Come on, Ani. But I didn't know Rumble actually had a Barstool Sports partnership. Guys, we spent 30 minutes on Barstool alone because we keep getting distracted. That's pretty funny. Overall, Rumble partnership with Barstool. They're up on most things, but they are down on the things that you want to see them up on, such as active user numbers, active viewed numbers, and so on. So a little bit of a drop over here in the after hours, a little bit of a sell-off on the after hours. I think the report wasn't that bad that the stock should, absolutely plummet tomorrow. Here's the last week low. Is that the last week low? Let me actually zoom back into the 1 year chart. That's not the last week. Sorry. The last week high, and here's the last week low. So waiting to see how the stock behaves into the last week high, which we are at right now. If we see a rejection of the last week high for some bounces, we could look for a long over there. If it gets back under there, we have a move into last week's low, in my opinion, for some shorts to go through. So watching Rumble, seeing how that one sets up. Congrats on 1K. Like and subscribe, y'all. Thank you, Ani. Thank you for the $4. You're awesome. Much appreciated. We also got Lucas in here telling me thank you for the 1K subscribers. Appreciate it, big dog. Appreciate it. It's working. Yes, it is working, but it's a little bit delayed. That's annoying. And I can't hear it. That's even more annoying. That's even more annoying. All right. Hopefully the music's not too loud for you guys either. Let me know if the music's too loud. Imagine hitting 1K subs when your stream is constantly buffering, your super chats come in 5 minutes late, and you can't understand what people are saying. Okay? My YouTube is probably buffering because I need to update my Streamlabs. Or not Streamlabs, my OBS. Bad streamer. But give me time. I will get better. Only with time. I'm like fine wine. I age with time. Rumble, setting up for some beautiful trades. Let me just quickly mark some levels over here on my areas of support, which is, I guess, what is that? What was last week? Right around $8. So watching how the stock trades at 8, that's also the inflection point, and under 8 we got the $7 low. As for resistances, we're just using today's high as $9. Rumble's ATR is about 70 cents. I don't think it moves more than $1 tomorrow, to be honest. So watching how Rumble moves within the $7 to $9 range with the $8 as my inflection point. That's your mid-level. If we're holding 8, a move to 9. If we're rejecting 8, a move to 7, and you're walking away from the trade. So nice and easy, simple trade plan for Rumble. The next stock that comes into play over here is RH. RH also reporting after hours today. Nice little move to the downside, I believe. Yeah, report coming out 56% miss on EPS. Yeah, they had a pretty big miss last time on their earnings too, and that kind of plummeted them. I guess it was the guidance that they gave out for their report, actually, on this report, and it plummeted them, and then they kind of just stuck over here, and now that's report just not looking too good. They might have actually cracked.
Wow! Beautiful!
What? How did that happen? I thought that number was bad, but maybe they actually said some good stuff in there. Not cannabis. I don't want to do cannabis in their reports. Let's go find out. Upbeat guidance. Ooh, upbeat. Actually, before I go to any other screen, let me turn. I think I turned it off. Okay, I did turn it off. Let me bring back Benzinga over here. Upbeat guidance is in the top of the title. Missing revenue, missing EPS, upbeat guidance on accelerating demand trends and more for restoration hardware. So nice move to the upside. All I really care about right now is the outlook. RH said it's forecasting first quarter demand growth to be in the mid-single digit range, while revenues are expected to be down in the low single digits. Adjusted operating margin is expected to be in the range of 6 to 7%, and adjusted EBITDA margin expected to be in the range of 12 to 13%. RH sees full year 2024 demand growth of 12 to 14% and revenue growth of 8 to 10% on a year-to-year basis. Full year adjusted operating margin is expected to be in the range of 13 to 14%, and adjusted EBITDA margin margin is coming in at 18 to 19%. While we expect the business conditions to remain challenging until interest rates ease and the housing market begins to rebound, we expect our demand trends to accelerate throughout fiscal 2024. Obviously, RH Restoration Hardware, it's a home renovation, home decor company and so on. They also have good food in there, so go check them out if you've never been into RH. Overall, their main source of income is like the home parts, right? So if not enough houses are being sold, not enough equipment for the homes are being bought. At the same time, with interest rates high, not many people are looking to go out and buy houses right now. They're waiting for interest rates to go down, so that kind of affecting RH. But with Papa Powell coming out and saying, you know, we are looking to cut down interest rates, we are looking to get ready to see how we can fight inflation in a better way, or something along those words at the end of the day. So RH making a beautiful move into last week's high on that earnings report, right into last week's high, and finding a support into last week's high, which is beautiful. Exactly what you want to see on an upbeat guidance. The report might have sucked. That doesn't matter. The guidance is the only thing that matters, because the market is all about the future. It's all about what's going to happen next. Also, it's a little bit about what's happening now, but it's more about what's happening next. And with that beautiful guidance that we just saw, initial flush on the report, and then the conference call and the upbeat guidance, taking the position all the way back up into last week's high, and then using the last week high as support, I'm actually putting down 316 as my support and my inflection point. Because I don't want to see the stock under 316 in pre-market. It's got to be above it. If it's under 316 in pre-market, then it's almost like, you know, is this really that bullish anymore? Is it really want to continue that rally to the upside? That high right there, you can see around 320, 315 to 320 for a stock with an ATR of $13. I think it's got to go somewhere here. Maybe not 380, but somewhere into 340, 330 tomorrow to play with on that upbeat guidance. But if it's not even able to hold 316 in the pre-market, then that opens up a lot of questions for me. You can see how the earnings anchored VWAP right now is at $313. You can keep an eye out at that area too if you're interested. I think RH is pretty interesting for a trade tomorrow, and I might have to use this alert, add an alert on the anchored VWAP once per bar crossing create. Done. And now we have a beautiful alert on RH, and we mark RH as a high priority stock. Doomlord, thank you for the $5 dono. Romantic pigeon dinner under moonlight. With who? With you? Not good. I'm good, bruh. I'm good, bruh. I don't date future traders. You guys are crazy. You guys are up all night and trade throughout the night. I need my London session. I need my London session. You guys are cracked out. I'm good. I'll find a day trading girlfriend instead who trades stock market. Thank you though, Doom, for the option. Hey, it's nice to know that you know, I got some people interested in me. But Doom, I don't roll that way, bro. I don't swing that way. CXM, the next stock on the board over here, $13 stock, decent ATR, actually not even a good ATR, 38 cents. Usually I don't trade stocks under 50, 80 ATR. If you don't even move 50 cents in a day, get out of my face. I don't want to look at you. But decent amount of volume for a stock, $13 stock. We'll see if the report can help it out, get extended a little bit more. I do remember trading the stock at one point. It's somewhat of a recent IPO also. So maybe if we do this real quick, zoom into this bad boy, put in that over there, change the color into peach. I get my peaches from California. Oh yeah, shit. So take a look at that right where we are right now, surprisingly enough. So let's see if the stock can start rallying back up a little bit more. Usually some of these bigger earnings points, if they have a big enough volume, it will overshadow the earnings volume and the earnings anchored VWAP and so on. This one might not be as useful as an information as you think it might be, but it is currently right now right
under the moonlight. Red heart.
That scared the shit out of me. It was TTS. Holy shit, that scared. I was like, what the hell is that noise? Almost forgot I had TTS set up. Let me quickly look at the chat. What's the chat saying? What's up, Trader in the Yard? How you doing, brother? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hit Tesla for a quick 60% on open. Battled early CCL and won. CCL was a little bit of a battle, but yeah, had some good trades on there too. Who else is in here? We got Swimmer. Anybody can say we think our sales will be up. Swimmer, why are you always so pessimistic, dog? Swimmer hates every company out there. Every company out there. He's just a non-believer in companies. Is this what futures do to you? Futures ruined you guys, eh? You guys just hate every company. Don't believe in any reports. This is why I don't want to trade futures. I'm joking. CXM though, not really looking too good of a trade for now. If we do continue to hold above $14, I think that could show up for this trade, meaning 14 needs to be supported. If we don't see the stock staying above 14, I kind of don't even want to look for it as a trade. The numbers are good. Earnings report did come out positive. So let's see if 14 can continue to show us some support right here. Right at that area, and I don't want that to be a thick line. I want that to be a dashed line. Thank you. So right into that 14, 13, 90 area. See how the stock trades above it. If we can hold above it, I think there's a long. If not, I don't want to even look for that position. WBA, I told you this one was consolidating in a nice little range, and look at that range. The last week's low and last week's high kind of in a boxed out range over here. We did dip slightly under last week's low yesterday and then got back above it right back today for the intraday move, and basically played within that range. So now with earnings coming out tomorrow pre-market, there's a beautiful setup above here, there's a beautiful setup under here also. So just waiting to see patiently which one of those setups comes out to play, and how do you know, can we get some entertainment. So the stock's ATR is sadly 57 cents, so maybe you know, we get $1 worth of move at the very least. If some fun excitement moves can come out to play for WBA. The stock has been beat down quite a bit, man, quite a bit. So let's see if some value buyers can come into this position. Talking about value buyers, GME, man, where are my value apes at? Where are all the value apes at who thinks the stock's going to squeeze to the moon? I mean, you guys got destroyed. Hopefully you're still alive and able to make some trades, because if you are, then hey, your stock is at a you know, good price to squeeze. So looking to see if these apes pour back into GME, or have they learned the lesson and walked away from these whole crazy plays that they were kind of concoctionating. Is that even the word? Concocting on Wall Street Bets Reddit over there. Right now they're probably doing that on DJT and RDDT for all we know. But the GME looks like the game has been stopped. Sadly, the game has been stopped. It's been ended. The stock did plummet into this $13 last week's low that we were talking about. It held that $13 low pretty well and gave you multiple long opportunities throughout the day if you were looking for it. But now the question is, what happens under 13? What happens under 1280? Is there more downside? The stock will be on SSR day 2. Keep that in mind, meaning you cannot just hit the bids for a move down. You will have to wait on the ask for the stock to tick higher. Then you get picked up on your shorts, meaning it will be a little bit harder to short. But that being said, do we get that move to the downside over here, $12, or does the stock continue to manage to find some buyers above 13 and just stick above 13? At that point, there's no trade for me. Only thing I'm looking for now is that downside move. However, there is an opportunity to look for a long if the hold of 13 comes into play for a move right back up. I'm just not interested in that one at all. Not interesting. Every boomer hates everything. I like dividend stocks like VZ. Verizon, didn't that stock get destroyed not too long ago? Absolutely smoked down with like some big issue that they had with lead or whatever and AT&T. However, that low was an awesome long because that low was a multi-year low. So that was a pretty multi-year low levels. So that was a pretty good long. If anyone could caught that, I think I was actually calling it out back in the day when that move came into play. It was also on AT&T and a beautiful reversal on both of those stocks right back up. So pretty insane, man, pretty insane. We got another super chat. Do we wait for, you know what, let me turn this on to see if I can hear it. I'll turn this on. I should hear it now. If I don't hear it now, I'm pissed. AT&T and Verizon. So I mean, I understand that you like dividend stocks. Makes sense. No fault in that. No fault in that. Coming back to stocks on the watch list, though, I think we were just talking about CCL, if I remember correctly. No, we were talking about GME, and GME, the plan has been pretty much laid out. The next stock over here is CCL. Reported earnings today, pre-market. Actually started off to rally in the pre-market. Looked like it was gonna go to the moon, but then I looked at Benzinga. I looked at the report on Benzinga, and nothing in that report looked good. So the down move started to come into play. However, the stock did manage to hold off in the $16.50 and ripped right back into that after-hour high, or sorry, pre-market high, which was pretty insane. So bullish reversal in my opinion. This is a pretty bullish move. I actually did not see this move at all on CCL. I think I stopped looking at it after the stock did this little move in the low a day. I said, okay, I don't really care about it. I'm not going to short it over here, but nor am I going to long this position. Looks like I may have missed out a beautiful double bottom long over there into the lows, but I'm looking to see if CCL can continue to reject last week's high over here and pull back to the downside, at which point we can have some fun to the shorts. CCL, not a high priority though at all. I think RH, CXM, Rumble take the higher priority for the day tomorrow, along with a couple other stocks such as Nvidia, RDDT, DJT, and so on. DJT, yeah. Wow, they both end with T. That's pretty funny. So let's go over to the next stock over here, which is actually DJT himself, Donald John Trump. Still above that beautiful level of $59, looking to continue to squeeze some players, up 14% today. We thought it was going to crack down, honestly, but it did not crack down at all. So still squeezing some shorts, still being a little crazy. Did it play this time? I didn't even hear it. Did you guys hear it? Did she say it? Oh, it's because your message was too long, maybe? I don't even know. What the hell is going on with this software? I'm going to have to get a new software for Super Chats, TTS. This sucks. Saying you'll find a day trading GF slims your chance at having a GF from 0 to -1. Not a good trade. You're probably right. You're probably right. But who wants a day trading GF anyways? That'd be insane. It'll be insane to even want a day trading GF. Okay, hold up. Maybe this will work now. Will this work? Now it doesn't show any messages for any super chats. This thing is trash. Hot garbanzo. Do not use Streamlabs. Short Logi. Short Logi, guys. Logitech is hot garbanzo beans. That being said, I love my Logitech mouse. I don't hate it at all. Hot garbanzo beans. Where's my TTS?
Saying you'll find a day trading GF slims your chances at having a GF from 0 to -1. Not a good trade.
Timing. What timing? And now it's probably going to play all of the ones that I kept hitting play on. And we're all screwed. It's going to keep on spamming us with TTS here. What a show today. What a show for my 1,000th subscribe day. Insane. Short Streamlabs. Yes, short Streamlabs. Dumb Streamlabs. Get OBS. I have OBS. But the alerts play through Streamlabs. Right? So... yeah. All right, anyways. DJT with another volatile move today. Range of $62 to the downside to $72 to the upside. So a $10 range with the stock with ATR 792, RDDT ATR 1179. So insane volatility, insane ATR. I feel like Trump with these hand motions. Insane volatility, insane ATR, and I can't wait to see what type of opportunities keep setting up over here. Reddit right now hanging just above the IPO day high, and kind of seeing if it wants to pull back or not. Reddit recently, I think, had a hit piece on them, a short piece on them, so waiting to see if that short piece marinates it back to the downside, back into $45 or so, or do we see the hype behind Reddit continue to carry it to the upside where I think it really belongs in. It's really a social media play, right? It's almost a better play than Meta, but however, Meta is not just Facebook, it's Instagram, it's WhatsApp, it's MetaQuest, it's the this, it's that, it's AI, it's those Ray-Ban glasses that they're making. So Meta is a lot more than just a social media basket, but Reddit is honestly up there in terms of that. So I want to see Reddit prosper, and I can't wait to see how they do tomorrow on the day trading side. Right now, these are the levels that I have mapped out: today's lows, today's high, the IPO day high, and then we can keep on watching these all-time highs if they do come into play. I think we're a little bit far away from that. Next few stocks that reported earnings last week: Nike, Lululemon, and FDX. FDX pulled back from that 291 sadly, but I think it's kind of just priming itself, readying itself for that breakthrough. And the more wiggle we have before this, it's good, because that means people are getting short here. If people are getting short here, their stops are probably not too far above here. In that case, when this actually breaks with this wiggle room coming into play, by that I mean we want to see more of this coming into play, or even more of this too, because if we get a little bit of this, this is going to be short entries. That's going to be more short entries. Some of them are probably going to, take some out over here and then reload on the way down, but most of their stops are going to be up here. And when their stops get triggered by the stock going above, that is the momentum that I'm looking to join for the breakout move. So the more wiggle into this high that we see on FDX, the better the chance of that breakout into $300 and a move into a new all-time high. But keep in mind that earnings report wasn't that insane. I still don't think the stock has that oomph to go into a new all-time high into $320, but with the way it's setting up over here, the more wiggle, the better. And the same logic applies for Lululemon holding into that earnings day low pretty well, almost 4 days of holding into that earnings day low of 386. Same idea. The more you see the stock wiggling over here, the more you're gonna think the people are actually getting long. And once those longs get blown out by the stock going under 386, under 385, that brings a monster move to the downside of 360, in my opinion, on Lulu. But let's say that wiggle doesn't really happen, and we just keep finding buyers, then that gives you a beautiful long to get into with a very, very tight stop. And this is not like a crazy volume, crazy volatile position. It has a good intraday range within itself, but it's slow. It's gonna trickle into its level, so you can catch a trade very easily at a decent risk to reward, even if it's a little bit higher than 386 tomorrow for the long side, if that's what you're looking for. So multiple trades showing up. This is kind of looking like Dell too. Dell did the same thing. After making a new all-time high, Dell pulled back and kind of resoluted in this area and then blasted back off to the north side. So waiting to see if that resolution over here comes to the downside, or is the resolution coming to the upside for us to join the party in. So waiting patiently, and I think Nike kind of is doing the same thing on both directions. I actually traded Nike today to the short side and was profitable. But that insane reversal on Nike after I got stopped out right here, after I got stopped out on my last few shares for loss, actually, the last few shares for a loss, but overall the ticker was a profitable ticker for me. A insane reversal on Nike to the upside, showing me that there's still buyers here into this range. And honestly, with the market at goddamn all-time high, Nike at 52-week low, it's not a company that's you know, going bankrupt anytime soon. You're gonna have those crazy sneakerheads still wanting to buy all kinds of sneakers every single day. So you're just waiting patiently to see what happens. Bruh. Then fuck this software. Thank you for the super chat, Doomlord. You're rating me with all the money, baby. Indian dad very disappointed with the super chat. Yes, I am. I am very, very disappointed. I don't like it. I don't like it that I work so hard on it and it does not work. I mean, what the hell, man? What the? I need to build the belt on this software and beat it on the butt with the belt. Beat it on the butt with the belt like I will beat tomorrow Nike. If Nike does not move tomorrow to the upside after all the craziness that it happened on today, it moved very well for the last few days now. It held at 98. I don't see it going to 89, right? 89 is that it's below 89. Below 89 it is 86. 86 is that it's at 52-week low. And if it goes to that 52-week low,
Indian dad very disappointed with the super chat people hugging.
The software is broken. But if it goes to 52-week low, it should not break that either, right? The report wasn't that bad, so I think it will hold this area and start going up a little bit. Nike sounds good. People are still killing each other for sneakers. That would make it more bullish. That's very true. Like I said, people will still be crazy about Nike shoes. Jordans are hyped up, overhyped up in my opinion, but people still love them and so on. Don't let me say that when Mikey Crahan's in the chat. He'll be very, very pissed. The software reads the emoji. Did it? What did it say? What did it say? Hug emoji? That's crazy. What did it say? I'm interested to see what it actually said. Aw, I can't see the emoji name. Oh well. Nike, Lululemon, FedEx, you guys get the idea. Next stock, Micron. Micron still kind of, it's bringing down the volatility. It's bringing down the volume, but it's not bringing down itself, which is exactly what you want to see. Wiggle room, more wiggle room over here, and then the breakout to the north side. So waiting to see how Micron sets up. I think we still got to be a little patient with the QQQ making a beautiful reversal back up to the north side today after initially crashing. I think that kind of eliminated the shorts a little bit. This move kind of started the shorts for a possible bigger move down tomorrow, but this move eliminated the shorts a little bit in my opinion. But anything is possible. We just got to see what happens on the market and pre-market, what happens in the market throughout the day off the open. So be careful. But if the market does manage to rally back up north, I think Micron can use that as some juice to break out upside. The fact that Micron didn't budge at all to the downside after the overall market plummeted off the open. Nvidia crashed off the open. I had a short through 900. That was a beautiful scalp for a quick little $2-3 per share. AMD also took to the downside off the open. Almost every stock took to the downside besides Apple. Apple ripped to the upside today. And I think Google? No, not Google. Microsoft? No, not Microsoft. Meta? No, not Meta. Not Amazon either, because I was actually looking to short Amazon. Can't remember what other stock I saw that was actually going up at the same time Apple was going up. But overall, Apple completely inverse to the whole market off the open and stayed strong. So if Apple can continue rallying, Apple holding that beautiful 170 still, right? We're not really looking to get under 170 here on Apple, because if we go under 170 and if we go under 168.50, that really opens up some doomsday downside on Apple. So waiting to see if that one goes there. Overall, the market, I think, didn't it somewhat negated the downside move today, in my opinion. Somewhat negated the downside move by the power hour move that we saw into the close. But that still gives us plenty of opportunities on these large cap stocks. Even some of the Bitcoin stocks. BTC USD sadly got back under 70K. But the second it goes back above 70K, I think Riot, a trade on Riot past this, is it 13? It's not 13. Past 1250 is something that you have to keep an eye on. 1250 breakout is going to be beautiful. I actually have an alert. I remember correctly. I do. I have an alert on Riot in case it does push into that area for me to get triggered and be able to pull that stock up and trade it. CGC making a move to $9 today. It trapped me at that $8. I got long through 8. I added over here and then I got stopped out below VWAP. And later on, the stock managed to go to $9. Are you insane? You guys completely baited me, trapped me, and then rip it. I see how it is. I see you scammers over there. Overall, shout out to those scammers. They ended up winning because that was one of my only losing trade on the day, or maybe my second losing trade on the day. But shout out to CGC, the weed sector being a little hot again. Not a stock invest in, not a sector I would invest in, but always a sector that I would love to day trade and a sector that I would love to keep watching when those hot moves come into play. You make some money on CGC, you go buy some and you smoke some, right? So waiting to see if some opportunity set up over here on this beautiful beast. Sticking with the stocks on my watch list as a quick scan. If I really need to talk about anything, I will, and I don't think I really do, other than ARM. ARM made a little bit of a sell-off move right off the open today, like Nvidia did, like AMD did, so ARM being in that same basket. But here's the reason why Micron is even better, because now if Nvidia starts rallying, if AMD starts rallying, if SOXX starts rallying, then Micron, which did not really sell off, could possibly take. So we're watching that 120 upside to see if more room can show up on Micron all the way up to 122, which is a new all-time high, and then even above that. So 120 to 122 on watch for Micron if the market's looking to start rallying, ripping, taking off to the upside. Oh baby, we're at 1003. Let's go! Fireworks. Is that fireworks? Confetti. That's confetti. That's not fireworks. Let's close that. Let's go to YouTube. Let's close that. Before we go to YouTube though, let's go to the economic calendar for tomorrow. Basically, we talked about all the stocks that are on the watch list, at least the main ones for tomorrow, not all. But the main ones for tomorrow, the ones that I want to keep a focus on. All the other stocks, such as the Apples, Amazon, Googles, everyone has levels on them already. Pretty much the same damn levels that I have for the last few weeks now. So just waiting for those levels to get recycled, reused, and see if we can find some trading setups on them throughout the day. But once again, I'll repeat it. I've said this enough throughout the week. I'll say it again. Not expecting much moves tomorrow, with it being a short week and it being a holiday week. So be ready for that. But like I've been saying all day today from the start of the show, tomorrow being the last day of the month, last day of the quarter, that opens up some good options volatility throughout the day on the market. So maybe there could be some specific movers, so you got to keep your eyes ready. But the overall market just could do nothing. So be ready for that. Talking about some of the economic calendars, time periods that you might want to keep an eye out for tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually the most active economic calendar we have compared to all of this week. So you want to be careful. You want to know what time periods are the numbers coming out, just so you can be safe. The first one, 8:30, the GDP number, initial jobless claims number, coming out at 8:30. The Chicago PMI number coming out at 9:45. And that's basically the 3-star events we have. There's some other 2-star events over here at 10 o'clock, such as the Michigan numbers, other Michigan numbers, such as the consumer expectation, the inflation numbers, the consumer sentiment numbers, the pending home numbers, all of them coming out right at 10 o'clock. On Thursday, 10:30, you get the natural gas numbers update. Same as Wednesday, you get the oil inventories update. So that's every Wednesday and every Thursday. Most of you know that already. But besides that, you don't really have to worry about after about the economic calendar post 10:30. So keep an eye out to see how the market could actually make a move tomorrow. It could be around these time periods, that 8:30 number. If it's a big surprise for the market, this 8:30 number will also be watched by the Feds very close in terms of the interest rates decisions and so on. So if these numbers come out of expectation, out of line, out of pocket, then the interest rate questions might start getting debated a little bit, and the market might use this as a trigger to continue its move to the downside that it started today. So watch out for that. Or maybe you could use these numbers to negate the move that it started today, and use the move that it did in the after hour and continue rallying back up to the upside, maybe back to the all-time high area. So watching for all types of possibilities on the overall market, and these are the time periods for that. Okay. People hugging. It said people hugging people. That's hilarious. NQ Moon overnight. Papa Doom caught a fat 15 candle bags, baby. That's why you're making it rain in my chat. I thought you were making it rain in my chat because you're just having fun with TTS and trying to troll me. But no, you're making it rain because you're rich, baby. Shout out to you and those futures trades. Shout out to Doom. I almost call you Doomslayer. Doomlord, for some banger trade opportunities there. Okay, so that is basically everything that we need to be ready for tomorrow. Economic calendar, our beautiful watch list. We got some levels on the charts. We're all ready for that bad boy. But what is really important for tomorrow? So let's go take a look at this. Notable companies reporting tomorrow. WBA, we talked about that. OXM, Oxford Industries, okay. Torrid, options trading implies double-digit share price swings for Planet Labs. I actually like Planet Labs. PL, I think they have satellites for imaging imaging Earth, and Google Earth actually uses their satellites for imaging Earth on Google Earth platform. So check out Planet Labs if you're interested in that. Chinese smartphone company Xiaomi will formally launch and start deliveries of its long-awaited electric vehicle. Branded EVs will be manufactured by state-owned automaker BAIC Group in Beijing factory with annual capacity of 200k vehicles. The smartphone company maker is making an electric vehicle car. What are you, Tesla? Old Dominion Freight Line, ODFL. Hey, swimmer, this is probably for you. You're gonna like this one. We'll begin trading on a split-adjusted basis following a 2-for-1 stock split. Notable investor events tomorrow coming up with IMUX participation in annual meeting of the Society of Virology, and both Chimera Therapeutics and Protagonist Therapeutics participating in fireside chats at the HC Wainwright Autoimmune and Inflammatory Disease Virtual Conference, 8:30 a.m. Western Digital Alliance. Walgreens Boots Alliance, WBA, will hold its post-earnings conference call. The two retail stocks correlate with the closest Walgreens earnings after its reports will be CVS and SBH. CVS actually does give you some good sympathy trades when Walgreens reports, and vice versa. Whenever CVS reports, Walgreens moves pretty sympathy trade too, so you can watch for that. Federal Reserve Board Governor Christopher Waller will speak on the economic outlook before an economic club of New York reception. That's after the close. For those of you interested on the more macro picture of the market, you might want to tune into that if you're interested in that. But that's basically everything that's in store for tomorrow, and obviously Friday being a nothing burger day with the market off. Now we get to the fun part. Woohoo! Who's excited for movie night? Let's go watch some movies over here about trading and how could we improve on trading. Look at that. Oh, that's an options video. Damn it. No movie night tonight? We don't trade options, that's why I don't watch options videos. But if you do watch options, there's tons of good options content over here on SMB Capital, so you might want to go check them out. Let's go see if Investors Underground has some good content for us to watch today. Podcast. Everyone's just podcast. No one wants to teach people.
Hey guys, it's Cam for Investors.
These are an hour long. Okay, those are something to watch on my own time.
Hi, this is Chris with Investors on the...
And we've seen all of this guy's videos too. Damn it. How to spot a trap before the breakout. This is 4 years ago.
What I wanted to go over is basically why
That time of sales looked like my time of sales with the whole colors and so on. That's weird, but that's not the same platform. That's funny.
I came to a thesis as quickly as I did that it could potentially squeeze. And there was two main reasons. One,
Oh, maybe we could watch a short bear video, chat. How to anticipate midday and after hour offerings. I think that's like small cap stuff. That's a little crazy. Reverse short introduction. Huh. I need to watch more short bear stuff. This guy's videos are probably very, very informative. This guy, for those of you who don't know, is probably the best trader in our lifetime right now. He's a kid. He's a child. 21 years old. But has amassed insane recognition in the market for the trades that he's put on. It deserves nothing but the best words to describe him. I mean, he's insane. The kid's a monster. Kid's a monster. My ears perked up. I like OD in general. Okay, one of the best in LTL freight. What is LTL? International? LTL. I'm not sure what the LTL. Hey Prad, you discussed Lulu. It bounced off of 386 level. You mentioned it. Yes, I did, brother. I did mention it. That 386 level, the same level that we were interested to keep a watch on yesterday, and it worked out. That 386, 385 zone. It's on my watch tomorrow too. If it does come into play, we'll see what happens. Right now, I want to watch a YouTube video to learn off of. Do you guys have a channel, a good channel for us to watch that could talk about day trading? Less than load. I'm honestly, I don't know what that means either. I mean, I guess I kind of understood that by this, but I just needed to make sure. The smaller freight loads typically result in many separate shipments being transported on one truck. So they ship. So FTL freights only ship when it's a full truckload, and LTL ships only when it's whenever they need to ship it off by. Is that the difference? Is that the only difference? One is used when a shipment won't fill up a truck, and the other is when it will. Not a truckload, lots of stops. Okay. Okay, I got you. I got you. I see that. Brandon Trades. Who the hell is that? Stop using candlestick charts. Use this instead. He's talking about Bookmap. Okay, okay. I mean, I don't really use Bookmap, but ICT Masterclass. Uh-oh. He's talking about fair value gaps. I can already see the image over there. I like his thumbnails though. I might have to steal his thumbnails. No, I'm joking. My thumbnails are mine. I keep them classy with my memes and so on. But I guess this is what you gotta do for views, eh? You gotta You gotta do this for the thumbnails if you want those views. That's just clickbaity as fuck, dude. How to make $500 a day trading SPY. Fastest way to trade options. Yeah, I don't do clickbaits. I don't do clickbaits. I don't know how I went all of a sudden from watching a video on YouTube to learn how to trade better to all of a sudden psychoanalyzing another YouTuber's thumbnails and how they're clickbaity in my opinion and why I don't like it. See how my mind just changed all of a sudden over there? I don't think I want to watch that guy anymore. Nah, I'm joking. I'm no hatred or anything. I just don't like the clickbaitiness of it. Anyone who does the whole clickbaity content, I'm just not interested in it. I feel like you're forcing people to come watch your content by clickbaiting it, and if it doesn't have content, it's just almost like, wow, I just wasted my time. I'm not even interested in that. I don't care for clickbaiters. Just don't care for clickbaiters. Your thumbnails are perfect. Aw, why thank you, Dieter. Why thank you. Aren't you cute? Wait, why did I hit that? No, go back. Go back. Go back. Google nails for a bit, because no, go back. Stop. Keep hitting the wrong button. I'm about to expose myself over here on the YouTube. You guys like this new banner that I added? Before, the banner wasn't there, but now with the banner I get to add text that I always struggled with adding. So now I get to add text. Hopefully you guys like that banner. Before, that banner wasn't there, but now it's going to be a thing in there. Kind of stole it from this whole CNBC idea. You see how I stole the CNBC pictures and kind of made it mine? Kind of stole it from there. I like that banner. Hopefully you guys like it. But yeah, I mean, I like my thumbnails. I enjoy making my thumbnails. My thumbnails might not be clickbaity, might not be the ones that pull in the viewers. I mean, only 10 watching right now, but I love all 10 of you. But yeah, the views are lacking. At least lacking compared to the clickbaiters, which is pretty sad. It's sad that YouTube just pushes more clickbaiters. I'm crying about the YouTube algorithm now, chat. Look at where we are in the YouTube life. We made it to 1,000 just 2 hours ago, or even less, and we're already crying about the clickbaiters. Okay, let's start all that nonsense. Let's watch this. I want to watch this because Einstein's in there. For anyone wondering who's making this music, it's your boy Dieter Bulad. Go check him out at dieterbulad.com. Is that the website, Dieter? I think that was the website. Dieter's slapping these beats, boy.
And Tails is the bear.
Yeah.
Tails, you're going to show us your trading desk. Let's go. Peter Tuchman is one of the most famous traders on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange.
The Einstein of Wall Street.
He's known as the Einstein of Wall Street.
Oh shit.
And not just because of his looks.
The excitement, the adrenaline, we are the last human marketplace in the world. So what's important is
He showed us
What's
why
that number tag
coming
on
to
his
the floor
chest?
Still gives traders like him an edge over people trading from home.
Wait, who whistled? What the hell? You're gonna get canceled, bro. Whoever whistled, you're gonna get canceled. I think there's a ghost behind my shoulder here.
this is me.
That ghost is gonna get canceled. Cancel that ghost, guys.
What we do here. This character was done to me back about 7 years ago. It's become my brand.
Your first time that you came on this floor and you stood here, do you remember the emotion that you felt and what was it?
100%. I came on the floor. I had gotten a summer job. I was working under the podium there.
That looks
It was
insane.
And excitement, but the adrenaline came out and it was roaring. And I just said, I found.
And now it's just all computers in there. Oh, there's actually enough people there, surprisingly enough.
I've been doing this for 40 years. In 1985, when I started here, I was a teletypist. I went on to be a clerk, and my goal was to become a broker, basically a trader. I still get butterflies in my stomach every morning when I come into work. It's like being in the Super Bowl. We are more relevant now than ever as brokers on the floor of the stock exchange because the more technology you use, people tend to get detached from the reality of the human part of the market. But the human element here is what made this place. I have a trading strategy which I trade on the close around the imbalances that only come to the
Shut
floor.
up! Shut up! Don't tell people this shit. What the fuck are you doing, Einstein?
Done off floor. And so I take that information, I analyze it, and I convey it to the customers in a compliant way so that they're able to have some kind of an edge to trade the marketplace.
Einstein giving away the secrets, dude. Einstein, what the hell?
In the old days, during open outcry on the floor of the stock exchange, when there were thousands of people down here trading and screaming and yelling, if there was ever a discrepancy or an argument around a trade, you called in a governor, and a governor had what's called a flipping coin. Whether it was a $10 problem, $1 million problem, or whatever it was.
And you flip the coin?
And you have to live by the solution. So I've had this in my pocket for a long time.
So you flip a coin for your trades? Do I hold the trade or cover? Flip, cover.
No, I'm getting smacked.
How did you survive it for decades? How did you last?
I've had to reinvent myself many times.
Hey, what the fuck
I've
was
had
that?
To sort of bob and weave. Now market's getting time for 37 years.
What the fuck was that? This guy's trading small cap, ABEV?
Is it reversing? Now market's getting smacked.
How did you survive it for decades? How did you last?
Market data.
I've had
Trade summary. Enter market VWAP. Does that say enter market VWAP chat?
had to reinvent myself many times. I've had to sort of bob and weave. I had to be flexible. A lot of the people who I started out here with are no longer here. Either they retired or they were not able to reinvent themselves. There's been a huge transition over the years of what a floor trader does. We're standing, in a place that in 1650, they were trading stocks outside under the buttonwood tree. In 1903, they built this building. We need to acknowledge that every industry has been outsourced a little bit by technology. We still have a plethora of human beings here.
Yeah, he still looks the same. What the hell?
What is the most problematic emotion that you deal with when you're trading?
Obviously fear, right? The greatest emotion of all. One of the biggest problems
Greed.
that traders have is they get emotional about money. They get emotional about a trade, but it's money. You make it, you lose it.
What was the biggest failure that you learned the most from?
In 2006, I literally spent 2 years not making any money. The market was going into a rough time. And so for me, it was really a struggle to find customers, to find business. We were also going into a bit of a transition with technology entering into the marketplace. You really had to go out there and fight for the business. And yet I got up every morning. I knew opportunity was not going to find me, cowering at home in bed, feeling sorry for myself. I figured one day things are going to turn, and in fact, they did.
Did you ever have doubt that you weren't going to make it?
Oh, absolutely. My parents are Holocaust survivors. They found each other.
You always have doubt if you're gonna make it. You always have doubt if you're gonna make it.
They were
even when you make it.
Really woke up with gratitude.
All it takes is one big loss and you're like, oh my God, am I ever gonna make money again?
And you can live in victim mode or you can live in gratitude.
That's a tablet? Oh, yeah, that's just a holder. I thought that was like a docking station. That's just a holder.
And you can live in victim mode or you can live in gratitude.
What is your favorite indicator or indicators on a chart?
VWAP.
Well, first of all, I'll tell you that the S&P 500 for me is the most exciting indices. It is a basket of 500 stocks. It really sort of tracks the movement of the market and the economy and the globe, and so I love that.
That's the
multiple
answer.
Indices that are super important, whether it's exponential moving averages, whether it's pivot points, whether it's the RSI, relative strength index. You have to look at all of them together. I would say moving averages and the RSI are the most important because they basically are the market. They represent support and resistance. They represent oversold and overbought conditions. So as a day trader, for those who
He's putting you on the wrong path. He's telling you what to look at so he can sell to you. I ain't buying it.
Day traders is
I ain't
don't
buying
make decisions based on economic data and earnings. Don't trade on FOMO and hype.
Who's Peter Tuchman outside of the trading floor?
I used to run a record store in 1980. Jazz was a big part of my world. I was also in the food business. I had a hot sauce company back in the 90s. Art is a big passion. I love to inspire and mentor young artists as well. You know, I don't sleep that much. I am the ambassador of the stock exchange in so many ways. This is my home. I eat, drink, sleep the stock market, and so I'm glad we could let you in.
This is all he does now, eh? He just does like these videos and ambassador of the stock market. Because I saw him recently doing another one of this, like showing people around the stock market floor for like those scam traders, newer trades or whatever, right? And one of my actually be the story, the guy we saw yesterday on YouTube, the New York Stock Exchange, he was actually there today, and I'm pretty sure he got to meet Einstein, and Einstein probably gave him a nice little tour. I think Einstein is just that guy now who gives you tours. He has become the face of Wall Street, the face of the floor, and yeah, I would love to one day visit and go meet this legend, because absolute figure in the market. You gotta know this guy. If you don't, now you do. If you don't, now you do. Ooh, I want to watch this now. Why these obsolete mechanism makes watches more expensive? Why this obsolete mechanism makes watches more expensive?
Than a strand of human hair, and it's a vital part of the tourbillon mechanism found in the most expensive watches.
Whoa, say that again? I thought it was tourbillon. Tourbillon. Am I saying that right, Dieter? This is your language, dude.
Strand of human hair. And it's a vital part of the tourbillon mechanism
Tourbillon.
found in the most expensive watches in the world. A collector bought this tourbillon watch for $5.8 million at a Christie's auction in 2023.
That's insane.
The complications in this watch is quite extraordinary.
That's got to be hand engraved, right? That's got to be hand. Oh, this is yeah. I know this watch. It's the Grandmaster. Is this not the Grandmaster? This is the Patek Philippe Grandmaster. Hong Kong watches, blah, blah, blah. What's the fucking watch name, dude? This has got to be the Grandmaster Chime.
Complications in this watch is quite extraordinary, and this piece is $476,000.
That's the Jacob and
The
Co.
tourbillon mechanism was created to counter the effects of gravity on vertical pocket watches, making them more accurate. But it doesn't improve the performance of watches anymore. So what makes these watches so expensive? And why are customers paying a premium for a watch
Because you're getting
that doesn't
scammed,
perform
bruh.
any better?
You're getting scammed for the brand name.
To answer that question, you have to understand what a tourbillon is. In a
Yeah,
mechanical
I'm
watch,
actually interested.
there is
I've
a
never
balance
Googled what a
attached
tourbillon
to a
is.
coiled hairspring, which allows it to twist back and forth. This movement causes another wheel, called an escape wheel, to advance
And that creates
2.2
energy?
in regular intervals, creating the signature ticking sound you hear in a watch. In a tourbillon, however, this entire mechanism, called an escapement, is placed inside a metal cage, which is also constantly rotating. This additional rotation is what counteracted gravity's pull in pocket watches. These days, pocket watches have been replaced with modern wristwatches that primarily sit horizontally.
Wait a
So they
minute.
don't
So are tourbillons basically an anti-gravity machine? Are you telling me humans had a way to manipulate gravity all the way back then? And we still don't have hovercrafts?
require a tourbillon for accuracy.
She just said that this is an anti-gravity machine. You build a big enough of this, and all it takes is movement to move this. We have enough people standing on, let's say, these 3 axes, right? 1, 2, 3. We have 3 people standing on 3 axes, and all they do is jump, jump, jump. You now have an anti-gravity machine? Am I coming up with some crazy science here?
But for some reason, it's not only highly sought after, it's often featured prominently and can increase the cost of a watch significantly.
Because it's so incredibly difficult to master and make, it's going to add a significant cost to the watch. So you can see, a watch that's a simple time-only piece jump 20,000, 30,000, sometimes 100,000.
How difficult is it? Just ask Remy Coles, a 26-year-old independent watchmaker who specializes in all parts of the tourbillon making process.
Mon travail, c'est un peu chef d'orchestre. Je dois faire un peu tous les,
Is this French?
tous les différents travaux que peut être un artisan et un chef d'entreprise.
His studio is located near Lake Annecy in France.
Yeah, it's French.
About 30 miles from Geneva, the watch capital of the world, where top brands like
Geneva's in France?
Rolex are
I thought it was Switzerland.
He and his colleague, Clémence Thiriard, are in the process of creating Remy's second
I thought
collection
watches
of
were all
tourbillon
made in
watches.
Switzerland, Geneva, and Geneva was in
36
Switzerland.
pieces
Is that
he
not
calls
in
the
France?
Tourbillon Atelier.
Je trouve fascinant sur le.
I thought that guy had a third eye. Yeah, he's Cyclops,
cet
bro.
esprit de mouvement dans la montre, le fait d'avoir comme un cœur qui bat au niveau du mouvement, et c'est vraiment une complication qui est vivante.
It takes about a month to complete a watch from start to finish, so Remy and Clémence will be working on them for the next 3 years. One reason these watches cost so much is the sheer number of pieces needed for the tourbillon to function. The entire watch consists of about 200.
The Jacob and Co. tourbillon watches, they like spin on their own axis along with the main movement. 3 axes tourbillon. Like this one, I think. Like the one that goes not just circle, but it also moves. These watches are insane, bro. Insane.
Parts in total, 50 of which make up the tourbillon, and each of these has to be extremely precise, down to the thousandth of a millimeter. Remy's tourbillon is made from components cut from brass and steel. He sculpts the raw materials himself into the basic shapes using a CNC to cut the various pinions and wheels with precision.
Les mesures soient bonnes, et là du coup c'est en train de commencer à usiner le composant.
While automated, machining all these tiny pieces takes a long time, about 15 to 20 minutes for each of the smaller parts, and an hour plus for more complex ones. Remy must then compare.
I wonder if it would be faster to like
the initial design
3D print that
to make sure
than cut it out of the brass. Like eventually there's going to be liquid brass, liquid metals that they could feed as a filament and it prints using that, right? Eventually. I wonder if it would be faster to print it than it is to cut it, and you would also save a lot of metal and resources that way.
Outside of the lines.
Donc la pièce est bonne, il y a aucun problème.
For each piece, he has to readjust various settings, like the cutting speed, and this can sometimes take longer than the actual machining.
Guys just sitting there watching paint dry.
Metal needs to be heat treated multiple times to reinforce it. First, this happens through a process called quenching, where the steel is heated up and then quickly cooled with charcoal powder.
Et du coup, toutes nos pièces sont trempées de cette manière-là. parce que là c'est vraiment très très cassant, c'est comme du verre.
He then heats the piece again, tempering it, which changes the color from yellow to brown to blue.
Is that
From
gold?
here on out, it requires a careful eye and a steady hand. To craft this circular piece into a mechanical gear, he will then need to manually cut each of the 80 teeth into the base. Rémi will often stack 10 of them together to save time.
Donc voilà, on est une des dernières entreprises à tailler les roues avec cette méthode-là, dite taillage dent par dent traditionnel. On a des codes de plus ou moins 4-5 microns, donc du coup ce qui représente 1 micron, c'est 1 millième de millimètre. Donc là voilà, c'est un travail qui... Voilà, on est très peu de personnes maintenant à pouvoir faire ce travail.
Rémi and Clémence are both graduates of Lycée Edgar Faure in Morteau, France, a school renowned for training and passing on some of the best young watchmakers into the big-name Swiss watch companies.
J'y étais pendant 6 ans.
You guys think I could be a watchmaker, chat?
Une des meilleures écoles d'horlogerie.
You think I have the patience to
He
sit
worked
there and
briefly
put
with
a watch
Ludwig
together?
Thorsen in Switzerland before establishing his own brand in 2019.
This shit looks crazy though.
Clémence worked
Let's be
with
real.
Patrick Philippe before joining
Sitting
them.
there with the
He is
tweezers.
Rémi's first and only employee and has been with the company for about a year.
You know why she's the only employee? Wink, wink.
Mon grand-père m'en a beaucoup parlé quand j'étais petite. Depuis que j'ai l'âge de 13 ans, j'ai envie de faire ce métier.
Nowhere is all of this training, passion and attention to detail more apparent than in the stage known as chamfering.
C'est vraiment de l'artisanal, donc c'est là qu'on voit vraiment la présence de la main de l'horloger et de la main de l'artisan.
It's also one of the most time-consuming parts of the process, in which each edge is meticulously beveled, not only for aesthetics, but also to reduce friction and prevent any unintended resistance with the pieces.
L'anglage, c'est simplement en fait de venir casser les arêtes à 90 degrés avec un angle à 45, et c'est le plus difficile à réaliser parce que ça demande beaucoup de technique et de savoir-faire. Pour vous donner un titre d'exemple, pour finir
I have no clue what he did.
on passe entre 7 et
I have
8
no clue what he
une seule
did.
roue pour une seule montre.
But he did something.
Vu qu'il y a,
What is he cutting? Oh, he's making
beaucoup
edges on the
d'heures
inside
passées,
ring?
pour faire des finitions.
The chamfered component is polished and coated with metal, such as gold or rhodium, to prevent oxidation and add a colourful luster, yellow, pink or grey, depending on the coating used.
C'est une opération qui est assez délicate et assez précise.
Rémi will first experiment with different test pieces to make sure the colours are just as desired. There are various types and styles of tourbillon, single axis, triple axis, and
Hey, that's the Jacob. That's the Jacob and Co triple axis that I was talking about.
they're only mounted on one side. Some cages make one full rotation every 60 seconds, as is the case with Rémi's watch. Some are slower and some are faster, but the faster the rotation, the more fragile the mechanism, which is already extremely fragile, especially when it comes to the hairspring. On any particular day, Clémence's tasks can differ. Today, she is assembling the pieces Rémi has already prepared into the tourbillon cage. First, she tests the balance of the balance wheel and then cuts the hairspring to the correct length to match it.
Huh?
Voilà, la machine simule
They don't come pre-cut?
d'alternance dans le balancier, et du coup, elle va permettre de pouvoir définir la bonne longueur.
She wears an eyepiece, known as a loupe, to shape the curve and make a slight elevation of the outermost coil.
She fucked it
known
up.
as the Breguet overcoil.
Bro, you fucked it
Donc là,
up.
je viens d'assembler le spiral au balancier.
Is that my watch doesn't work anymore?
Just right. She will piece it all together in the cage, using a
Just
variety
fuck that
of
spring
small
up, dude.
pliers and other specialized tools.
Alors là, je suis en train de visser les vis de la cage, donc ce qui ferme l'ensemble en fait. Donc là, mon spiral est mis en place dans la cage de tourbillon, dans la cage test. Donc voilà, comme on peut voir, il est libre. Il faut beaucoup de patience.
I love watches, guys. I don't know if you can tell, but I love like machines, interesting engineered items, and watches are at the top of that list. I guess not at the top of that list. Maybe like the International Space Station is at the top of that list. But it's literally a gravity-defying machine on your wrist.
So much time.
It's a gravity-defying machine on your wrist.
Are willing to pay for it. But why, when it doesn't make watches more accurate?
Every time you pick up a timepiece, no matter what the price is, you're looking at a piece of art. Really, this is about buying what you love and buying what speaks to you.
The tourbillons are often even highlighted with a single sapphire crystal. At Watches of Switzerland, one of the largest luxury watch retailers in the world, customers can find tourbillon watches from most of the big names. But Kelly Yock, who has been in the industry for 28 years, says it's also her job to show collectors the broad range available.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Whom they may not have even heard of yet.
Sorry for taking the Lord's name in vain, but what? 400 grand?
Have in their collection. I love anyone that takes the time to truly build an art piece like this from start to finish. I really believe if you love what you do, you're going to appreciate someone like Remy wholeheartedly.
You're not buying it to tell time. You're not buying it to...
Dragon-themed tourbillon from Beauvais, for example. It is,
you know, look at the clock.
Pieces new for 2024.
You're buying it because of the beautiful workmanship that it takes to make one. You're buying it as an investment because most of them appraise in value and not lose value. It's like art, right? A lot of, there you go, she just said art. It's a lot of people who buy art as a safe haven for money, because if you buy the right art, it appreciates and you don't have to pay taxes on that until you sell it or something crazy like that. At least that's what the YouTube shorts I've seen say. They're like, you know, billionaires buy art because it allows them to stack money and store money in there and write it off as a expense or write it off as whatever it is, and they kind of hide money through that, millions of dollars through art. And that's why art is so expensive, and it's kind of this whole scam sham business. Apparently so, that's what I've heard, don't quote me. But this, like Rolexes, it's a piece of art, it's a piece of mechanism, machine. Literally, as the person said, the tourbillon is a gravity defying machine. It's way to defy gravity and counteract gravity so you could hold time better, even though it doesn't generally hold time better. So I mean, I have more time to show you a video. One of my most favorite videos is this one. If it's not like a ridiculously long video, we can watch it. Okay, it's 10-minute long. We're gonna watch it. After this, we're gonna call it a night. We're gonna head home because I need to eat some food and chill out for the rest of the night. So we're gonna watch this video. This one is insane. I buy art, paintings. There you go, art. You gotta watch this one, guys. If you're a watch fan, you got to watch this one. Simple as that. I think this is like my 7th time watching this video. Just this year, no, I'm joking, in my lifetime. Buddy's just free-handing a watch. Free-handing it. Then they 3D print a large-scale concept of it to test it. Then they design it in AutoCAD so they can cut out the parts. like some Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13 music. I feel like I'm about to go rob a casino. My god, it's already so beautiful and it's not even done yet. I actually feel like I'm about to go rob a casino with this music. I wonder what that paint is. Is it just like pink paint? Or is it like some specific reason why you put that color in there? That's the bezel. Fine-tuning the parts. Oh, that noise is so orgasmic, so clicky. Oh, he's carving. He's engraving the inside. Is that the watch face? Oh, that's a dial face, yeah. Ooh. I've not seen this video 100 times at all, guys. Hand carves all the designs on the side. Here comes the tourbillon. I wonder who has a steadier hand, a heart surgeon, a brain surgeon, or a watchmaker. I for sure don't. Brain? Really? You don't think a watchmaker has a steadier hand than a brain surgeon? Actually, you know what? Look at how his hands were shaking when he just put that in. Yeah, maybe not. You can get another screw if you drop one. Very true. Very true. Your consequences are not that deep as much as a brain surgeon's consequences are. Yeah, okay, clearly a brain surgeon. Look at this guy. Stumbling all over the place. He's drunk. He's drinking and watchmaking. Wait till you guys find out how much this watch costs. That's the date and the year, I guess. Oh my god, that's the moon cycle. Look at the beauty! Oh god! I'm gonna cry. And then watch this. Oh my god, it flips over! Oh my god, it flips over! Now watch this! Now watch this! Oh my god, it flips over! I'm joking. Watch this, watch this. That's a beauty, chat. It's got a chime in it. That's the son, that's the father, that's the guy you just saw in the start of the video. And that right there is the Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime. Cost $3.2 million. For that watch. 7 years of development, 5 patented chimes, 3 patented gongs, all kinds of craziness, and it cost you $3.2 million to put that bad boy on your wrist. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'll come rob you, and then we can be friends again after I rob you. Because trust me, if I find out you have that, I will rob your ass. I will 100% rob your ass. But talking about robbing, the only thing we're gonna be robbing tomorrow is gonna be the stock market. We're gonna be robbing the stock market. Bandits, our face masks on, our shiesty masks on. We're gonna be kicking down doors like our name was Gucci Mane, and we're gonna be looking to grab everything we can, stuff it in our duffel bags, and run out that door, get in our getaway car, and out we go. So can't wait to see what type of excitement the final day of the quarter, the final day of the month brings into us for us. Get ready, get excited. Quick reminder again, options expire tomorrow, quite a bit of them, so we should see some fun. But if we don't, just know I told you so. Just know I told you so. We do have a nice long weekend. It's a Good Friday on Friday. Happy Good Friday to everyone who celebrates Good Friday. Happy Easter Monday to anyone who celebrates Easter. We're gonna see each other on Sunday. Yes, we're gonna see each other on Sunday, 6 p.m. So if you are free, if you got nothing better to do, come by, tune in. We're gonna have some fun on the markets. We're gonna talk about all things ready for Monday, all things getting ready for April 1st, April Fool's Day. That's right, Monday, April Fool's Day. We're gonna get ready for all things Monday on Sunday, 6 p.m. You guys know we stream every single Monday to Thursday over here at 8 p.m. And last but not least, please go check out all my links down below in the description. My affiliate sponsors who help keep these lights on. Also, all of you, we just cracked that 1,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you for all the help, all of you with the donations, super chats, Doomlord, Ani, Dieter, TH, the OG viewers, Momo, all of you, Blind Jedi. Don't want to forget any names because there's so many to name, so you guys know who you are. Thank you for coming in every day. Thank you for hitting that like. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe yet, you're missing out. And the party is just getting started. Thank you everybody for this awesome journey. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Have an awesome long weekend, and I'll see you Sunday. Bye!
Playbooks, monster moves on the QQQ, monster moves on NVIDIA and other positions too all across the board. Magnificent 7 also had a pretty good day on themselves today, so pretty good moves across the board. Tech basket, it destroys. Get ready for trade off of. Get ready for the watch list for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna bring in my big screen over here, back to another brand new week of After the After Hours with your host TraderPrad. I'm doing great. Hopefully you guys are joining me on that great side. Markets are moving around. Might just be a risk on type of day, so let's see what happens. 8 o'clock tomorrow, as you guys know, we do the stream Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. Shout out to my affiliate sponsors, Benzinga, Trade Ideas, the #1 scanner to go to, Trader Sync, promo code down below, promo code PRAD15 to get 15% off. I will catch you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock, same time, same place. Until then, TraderPrad out. Adios.